Hello everybody, it's me, and welcome back to another video. Now, in this video, I can see behind me, I'm going to be taking another look at, what is it? Cosmiore, but it's Cosmiore encased. Now, yeah, this is a secret ability one, and I've had this thing for a while. I thought it was going to be like really broken when it first came out, but it really wasn't all that, like, powerful. When it first, I thought it was going to be a lot stronger. Like it'd be an unbreakable wall that was really hard to kill, but it's unfortunate because it has a lot of weaknesses, like really common typings like dark, bug, metal, and ancient. I think that's all of the typings actually, but yeah, those are a lot of really common typings. And if this thing ever does, if this thing ever gets like boom bash or something, or like clay slap or like earth power, it'd be a very powerful presence. But other than that, with our Peace of Mind, Meter Crash, Psycho Blast, and Slumber. Now, we're basically just trying to be an unkillable wall. And with Regift, we cannot be poisoned, provoked, we cannot be basically anything. We can swap net trap users, like most notably Blowotox, and we can't do it on Cephalops, unfortunately, because we do underspeed it by quite a lot. Unless you want to run summon speed investment, outspeed Cephalops, you could do that too. But I've invested as much as I can into melee defense because of Peace of Mind, and I'm robust. This is like as melee tanky as we can possibly get. And we're not running 200 HP, most because I just wanted some more range defense so I could tank a few more hits while I try to set up. And yeah, 172 HP is like some leftovers that I had when I finished this kind of set. I just chucked the rest into that. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. Hopefully you're excited. And I really want to take another look at this thing. Hopefully it's going to be a lot better than last time I used it. Anyway, let's hop into the first battle. Alright, here we go into the first battle. Now, if there's any background noise, I have a cousin over today, and yeah. Anyway, I can actually see Cosmiore doing really good here, especially versus the Tatab, because we do resist both of its stabs, which is really nice. I do like how this thing can also be kind of used as a status sponge. It also pushes back Hypnotize, and if you didn't know, Hypnotize, it works somewhat like, if you're a Mind type, then you're immune to it. But we could swap in on versus Hypnotize users and throw the Hypnotize back at them. But sadly, most Hypnotize users are Mind types, and who knows? Maybe someday freaking Krakola will get Hypnotized, and who knows for there. Now, I also see Wobblisk doing pretty good versus that Eliquana. We can definitely, we're going to be able to check Tata with this thing. And I also see, I do want to counter him, but this thing can counter him. We're like, okay, I guess. I think I'll go this, and I'm going to do this just so then we don't get completely swept by Mutagon. Okay. Now, the lead is actually Mutagon. Now, Cosmiore can actually work as an insane Mutagon counter. And if we get our buffs up, we might be able to take down Stratosaur, depending on if we can get like enough of our buffs, you know? Or we'll just swap in vanilla. But I'm definitely just going to go straight into my Cosmiore here. It's one of my better counters. Alright, it's actually Cerebral Slash. I still have a Health Amulet addiction. It's not my fault. I'm going to go Peace of Mind. Okay. And this thing is a really good Mutagon counter. Because of our 200 HP. Ooh, he's going to let us set up. Who's this guy? It is... Where's Mr. Hat? That's him. Okay. So we're fighting. I'm going to keep trying to set up. Maybe he goes for a few Braum boosts. He's not actually going to go for Braum boosts. He's going to go to his Colosso. Okay. Now, Primal Slash is definitely going to do quite a bit of damage to us. But because of us being robust, we're going to be able to tank it very well. Unless it's a Shrewd Blast. That would not surprise me, by the way. This guy has moves. No, it is Primal Slash. We tanked that very well. This is not Enchanted Coat, by the way. This is Regift. And we do O-Coat with a crit. Not sure if that even matters. We are +2, and that is Stab. So, Cosmiore's doing pretty good right now. Its biggest burden in the game is metal types, much like Shachi. Shachi only had Mind and Ancient. He goes in Himber, so this is actually really good. Not actually sure if we naturally outspeed him, but I think it's 45, and we are... Why? Just... I've battled you so many times before. Just... Why? Alright, here we go into the next battle. Okay, he's also running Cosmiore, and he does actually have a Protogon, which is a little unfortunate because that is going to be able to hard counter us. But we can definitely bring our Vanillan, so he's kind of running like really, it's kind of a close team to mine. We are a little scared of the Malmer because we don't have a lot of things to counter it. He does not actually have any trap removal, and the chip on the Bazolan would be very, very nice. I'm definitely going to be bringing a Murray because if I could set up a little bit of, like, maybe 2 Peace of Mind to be able to get some decent chip on the Malmer, depending if we crit or flinch it. We could definitely tank 2 Mega Chumps, though, with our melee defense investment. And we definitely can bring Protogon to swap in versus Cosmiore literally every single time until we're chipped down low enough to where we really can't. And then we can go pretty much anybody that we want here. I'm thinking that we can probably go Waba because we can actually counter the Ursoul very, very well with our own Cosmiore, so I'm not really worried about that. And then we can counter Bazolan pretty well. So yeah, I'm going to bring this. Then we can phase out things like Malmurk that we don't. Yeah, like that. We don't want Malmurk on the field. And I'm pretty sure, not sure if we naturally outspeed it even with our, like, we have like absolutely no speed. So we're very, very slow. We do actually still naturally outspeed it. So our traps are going to be set up. Now, if he starts setting up bulk up, I'm completely fine with that because we are ignorant. So he's not going to be able to do any damage to us. So realistically, we could just stay in and get some chip on it. But I think I'm just going to go Driving Force. Because if he even goes for another bulk up, it's completely fine. Because we ignore every stat boost because of ignorant. You can go for another bulk up, even though it does not matter. I am ignorant. A lot of people forget about Wobelisk's ability. And I love it. I'm going to swap out. I'm hoping that he goes... It's actually Protogon, which is a little unfortunate. Now, we can definitely tank the Dart Burst Metal Blast, whatever he throws at us. And go for another... one of our attacks, but we really don't want to, and nothing on our team gives Protogon range attack besides Cosmiore, so we're a little afraid of that. But I'm going to go into Vanilla, and I'm going to click my Adaptive, and then we're going to be in a really, really good spot unless he goes in his own Vanillan. That would be pretty much his only option, so I think actually what I'm going to do instead of clicking Adaptive is to actually click Charade to predict his Vanillan swap and get some enormous chip on the other Vanillan. The one issue with this Vanillan is that I designed it so it can 1v1 other Vanillans, but I didn't account for, like, Shackle's Vanillan. So, he's actually just going to go Cosmiore. Okay, well, this is actually fairly good for us, because now he has, like, no range defense. His Psychoblast is going to do some decent damage. It won't actually deal over half. So, realistically, we could stay in and attack if we wanted to. But I think I'm just going to go... I'm actually just going to go Alvin, because, like, yeah, Alvin's a really good swap on this thing. So he has Cosmiore, Protogon, and Malmurk. He knows that we have Vanillan, Protogon, and Wobelisk. So I'm just going to click my Dart Burst. It's going to deal some good damage against the Vanillan, which is most likely going to swap in. I'm pretty sure he has Vanillan. Now, the one problem with using, like, Vanillan and, it's actually Mawa. So is that his Proton counter this game? So I think he brought the Mawa. Actually, just a lot of damage. Okay, I think it is a melee tank set. That did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to. So I can very easily get my Thunder Strike here. Because it's most likely going to KO. Not entirely sure, though. Perfect. It is down. Very, very good. All right. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to go... If he has Vanilla, then he was very serious. Okay, so I don't actually want to risk the fact that Protogon's Thunder Strike is going to KO me, or we win this speed tie, because I'm not going to risk that. So what I'm going to go into... I can go straight into my Cosmiore and then bait out his Dart Burst and go back into my own Alvin, or I could go straight into Vanilla. Like, those are some plays like you could do, but I would just go straight into Vanilla, because it's a range tank. It's going to tank it. Okay, but... he's going to click Dodge, trying to stall my energy. Well, with his Malmurk dead, Brittany can pretty much sweep the game. So, yeah, I'm so happy I have Brittany. Every time I see it, I just get so happy. It's amazing. I own it. If we kill this Protogon, we actually can win with our own Cosmiore. So, we're going to actually aim for killing the Protogon. Depending if the other Cosmiore is robust sluggish or just sluggish, or or just robust in general, or if it's smart, it'll be good. He's just trying he's probably trying to paralyze us so that we underspeed his own Cosmiore, but after that, we're good. We're completely fine. Now, sometimes I see a lot of comments asking about my Vanillan set and stuff like or this just came into my mind. The reason I don't use Very Clever and I don't think it's very fun is, okay, Very Clever is definitely like good. It's definitely probably better than Smart Clever in general to be a ranged tank. But then you get sluggish, and for me, I just don't like sluggish. One of my least favorite personalities, unless it's not something that like, really doesn't need it. But with this is actually decent for us, because if we KO this thing, we're swapping Cosmiore and we're good. If he sets up Peace of Mind, it might matter, but I don't think he would do that. What? What? Why? I mean, yeah, your Enchanted Coat's definitely going to be able to tank it very, very well. Now, it's actually kind of unfortunate this happened. I think I'd have to go to Mint just so I can swap it out. This is why I have Wobelisk. This very reason. If you're scared of things like Cosmiore setting up and other things like that, you just literally have to bring a Wobelisk. Because it just has set damage. It's amazing. We click Driving Force and we force this thing out. And now we are under Bane of Haste, meaning that we're going to be the fastest. But Driving Force is a negative priority, so it is going to go last, even though it's under Bane of Haste. So Cosmiore is going to go first. It really does not matter. If you're looking for a good phaser, I would recommend Wobelisk, because it just has a perfect ability and the perfect everything. You could also use a Resolin, just get more damage off of it. But, nah, I prefer Wobelisk because of the Ice Stab. And because I don't really use Brawler that much. It only hits Ice, Metal, and whatever the heck. It's actually Eclipse is his second or third Loomian. Not sure. Okay. So I can realistically stall this thing out. Its Luminous Roar is definitely gonna deal some big damage to me. And if I can stall this Eclipse out, we can win with our Cosmiore. But I think what I'm gonna do here is Frost Beam it. Oh yeah, I forgot we're slower. I forgot. Yeah, some big damage. Gamma Pulse is going to do some good damage to us. Actually, that did way less damage than I thought it was going to do. Does Luminous Roar actually do 50% more damage? Can someone let me know in the comments? Because I noticed that it does a lot more damage than Gamma Pulse. Because Luminous Roar, is it like double stab? Is it fire? Is it dark and light? Now, since I rested, I'm going to take a lot more damage than before. Yep. Its Gamma Pulse is a little scary now, so I don't actually want to stay in. I'm actually just going to go to Brittany. So I can tank the Gamma Pulse very, very well and set up my own Peace of Mind. Its Raging Howl will definitely do a lot of damage, and if it ever gets Dark Surge, then don't swap Number in versus Eclipse. I'm just going to get my Perch. Not Perch, Peace of Mind, sorry. They're both P's, man. They're both P's. Raging Howl, that's gonna deal big damage, but we can realistically from here click our Perch, be at +1 and be really good to go, or I can Peace of Mind again then click Perch. It's really up to me with what I want to do. I think I'm at enough health where I can tank whatever it throws at me, because the Protagon and Myomark are dead, which are pretty much... Oh, we actually struggled. Ooh, that's really good. Or flailed, sorry. Meaning now I'd click on my Perch, and then I rest if he tries to flail again. If she did flail again. Perfect. So now I can... I'm thinking about resting. Actually, my energy is perfect enough where I can click 3 Gamma Pulses, which is definitely enough to take out his entire team. So I'm going to click Peace of Mind. Now, it was unfortunate because the Cosmiore wasn't really good in this fight. I did want to swap it in a few times, but Brittany just seemed like a really good opportunity. I could have swapped it in here, but I just didn't. I don't know what came over me. That Eclipse is now dead. Unfortunate usage of Eclipse. This is the guy I'm fighting, by the way. Is that Thunder? Is he talking to me? Okay. This is a little scary, but our Air Whip, we're at +3. It's Stab. It's not that powerful, but yeah, we definitely still take it out in the range it's at because of the Icicle Trap's chip. So that's very good. Now he only has Cosmiore left, meaning we just click Gamma Pulse. Definitely a GG. Yeah, things like Brittany is a scary setup sweeper. After it gets buffed, it's going to be able to do even more damage than before, but if you want something that can phase it out, you should get a Wobelisk. Wobelisk would ignore this buffs. GG. That was a exceptional second battle. I'm going to try to use Cosmiore a little bit more in the next battle. Let's go. All right, here we go into probably the final battle. Okay. Okay, I see the Cosmiore doing actually some pretty good work in this battle. I'm a little scared of that Munch Wheel, depending if it's specs or if it's a setup sweeper. But here's something special I learned. Protagon is, if you're not running a Nimble 200 Munch Wheel, which you really should not, there's no point. If you're not running a Nimble 200 Munch Wheel, then Protagon can swap in and it'll outspeed it, even at the +1 speed. Only after +2, you will outspeed most things in the game, besides probably very Nimble Goblindemic. You need +3 to outspeed that. I'm definitely going to be bringing these two. They're really, really good this game. I can also bring my Naima to counter the Volkaloa pretty well. It can still hit me really hard with Coconut Bomb, so I want to be a little careful of that. I can also bring Theo, because I'm a little scared of the Metronet, which Theo can effectively, quote-unquote, counter Metronet. And I'm going to bring Wobblisk in case he brings Zepho. And I think I'm going to lead off. Yeah, I'm going to lead off with Wobblisk. Wobblisk is one of my better leads. He's going to go to his Munch Wheel, which is a little unfortunate. He might just click Bulk Up expecting my swap. So I could set up my traps, and his Bulk Up would not do anything. His Steel Crusher would still do, like, a lot of health. But I kind of want to set up my traps, but if he did bring Volkaloa, it'd be a little unfortunate. But I think what I'm just going to do here is swap into Alvin, because I can click Thunder Strike. And if he goes for his Bulk Up, that'd be even better, and he gets cocky and thinks that he can tank it. If he's a Brawny Clever 200, and if he's a Brawny Clever 200 in range defense, we're good. Well, yeah, he's going to do that, obviously. Like, he's going to do that. Now, if it gets too scary, I can swap into Wobblisk and switch it out. That's what I just love about Wobblisk. No matter what happens, Wobblisk is always going to do the same amount of damage every time. He's actually Nimble 200, and it did not even matter in the end. $200 Munch? Because it's not supposed to outspeed unless it is Nimble 200. To outspeed Protagon. That's a lot of investment, though. It doesn't make it very tanky. Well, now the Nolan comes in. Okay. Its Barter is a little scary. And the only thing I really want bartered here would probably be Mint. That, or I can just go to Cosmiore and start setting up my Peace of Mind. My little bit of health that I can keep would be really, really good. But now, because the Munch Wheel's dead, if I could Cosmiore on the field safely, I can set up. It would be so good to go. And I could realistically go into Cosmiore. Because if he clicks Barter, it would still swap my items, and I'd be the slowest thing on the field. But I could still reliably heal with my Slumber. But I would love to keep my health ailment. So I think what I'm going to try to do is try to get him to Barter, and then I'm going to go straight into my Cosmiore. If he barters and steals Amulet, that's fine. Actually, you can click Mud Spatter. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully he does barter. I do want him to barter here. He actually clicks Poison. Little unfortunate. Is he running barter? I could test it and click Mud Spatter, but I don't want to stay in for too long. I take a lot of chip damage, so I think I'm just going to click Driving. I had a feeling he was going to swap. Probably into Volk. Himber, actually. So this is actually really good. I'm getting a lot of chip on this thing. Some decent chip. Ah, come on. That's not the Loomian I wanted to... I'm going to click Driving Force again, because I do not want Metronet on the field, because thing is terrifying. So I'm just going to go with Driving Force. He's just going to swap out again. Into Volkaloa. So that's his entire team revealed. We know his entire team. Naimuri actually completely beats this guy if we set up. I wanted Svenolan to come in. Not as Metronet. Okay, I'm going to go into Theo against this Metronet. It's probably just going to click Pyro. It's going to deal some damage to Theo, but I can click Slapdown, which would effectively get rid of Himber's Essence, whatever it's running. Then I can go to Cosmiore and try to set up. Alright, decent damage on Theo. I'm going to click Slapdown, just get rid of someone's item. He's going to swap into his Himber. Himber does come in. I'm going to get some big chip on the Himber. He has no more... So he was Ice Hammer. So he's Ice Hammer. He is very Brawny Awakening. We know that for sure. Now, I'm a little scared of going into something. And Cosmiore is really my best bet here. So I'm going to click Cosmiore. And Alvin can beat this guy if we chip the Venolan down enough. But right now, Cosmiore is a win condition. And we can tank this pretty well. Yes, very well. Oh my gosh. Now, if we click our Peace of Mind, we're going to be very tanky and unkillable. And the Metronet can only really click Dark Surge on us. And if he goes into Veno, it'll be even better. Yeah, he's going to try to click Dark Surge. I really don't want him to get a lot of chip on Cosmiore, and I think my best bet is to just go into Theo and then click Mega Punch on the Himber, because he's probably just going to click Dark Surge. And if he doesn't, then I'm just going to click Slap Down. He can click Peace of Mind. Yeah, he wanted to set up too. Well, I'm just going to click Slap Down. He might get greedy and try to click Pyrokinesis, but it's fine if he does, because I do still have Wobblisk that can phase it out. Wobblisk will take a lot of damage, though. And he's going to stay in, so I'm going to get half, or not half. I did not do as much damage as I thought I was going to do. Now, this is going to be Pyrokinesis. This shouldn't actually KO me. It's going to be a crit, which is very unfortunate. I do not want that crit. I did not want that. Yeah, I get swept by the Metronette. I have to click my Driving Force here to get it out of the field. I do not want this thing on the field. I'm going to take a lot of chip, but this is my best option because I do not want the Metronette on the field. Because of Ignorant, I am going to ignore its +1 boost. I actually tanked that so much better than I thought I was going to. No more setup Metronette. Perfect. It's actually going to Volcalo. Why is Venolan not come in yet? Now, okay, Naima is realistically one of my better options here, or I could just click Mud Spatter, because I think I can tank whatever this Volcalo throws at me. I think there's not much for Mint to do now. I'm just a little scared of the Metro. That's all I'm really scared of right now. And realistically, I can only get the +1 boost from the Himber, and I want to chip the Venolan down enough. So I need him to make some misplays. So I'm going to click my Mud Spatter. It actually does not matter that he clicked that. So I'm pretty sure I can still tank whatever he throws at me. Oh, that is big. That's big chip. Everyone always forgets about Ignorant, I swear. And I am just going to click my Mud Spatter again. He might just go for an attack. If I tank it, this would be absolutely incredible. Wobblisk, I love you. Wobblisk is so tanky. Now, we're dead to the poison, unfortunately. Okay. Now, if he goes into his Metronette, I am just going to go into, like, I don't know what I'm going to go into. I have to keep the Cosmiore to take out the Venolan. Yeah, I have to kill the Metronette and I win the game. So, yeah. If I kill the Metronette, I win the game. If it goes into Himber, it's actually Venolan, so that's a swap. That's perfect. Does he barter his Shackles? Hopefully he barters his Shackles. Then I like to go into Cosmiore. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I can Gamma Pulse. I am Dust. I am Dust and MRA. So I'm going to be really, really good. Hopefully, he's going to stay in. This is really good. If I chip the Venolan down enough, Protogon wins. We actually get our crit, and he's going to AA. Okay. Okay. Now, if we kill Venolan, Protogon wins. If we kill the Metronette, Cosmiore wins. There we go. Dust kicked in. Now, it's not Heavy Shield this time, people. A while back when I was doing a tournament battle for Loomian League, when I was still in that, I remember I called my armor that I was using on my Robust Infernix Dust. I know everyone wants to battle me. Okay, Himber. Okay, Himber coming in is a little scary. Now, a +3 Nimue, if this is not a very clever, we can take out this Himber, and we have melee defense investment. So we can actually maybe leave the Ice Hammer, depending on the set it's running. It's going to die again. That's perfect. I think we win here with Brittany. Brittany's definitely going to win if he clicks... Actually, if he used Hypnotize Metronette, Hypnotize would have been a much better option there, because he would have been able to put me to sleep and then deal more damage to me. If he flinches me here, that's unfortunate. But it is still completely fine if even I get flinched. He's going to click Dark Surge again. It's fine if I get flinched, because I'm tanking his hits very, very well. Gamma Pulse. And I'm going to go into the Cosmiore and win the game with Cosmiore. No! Oh my god. I need to do one more battle and try to get this Cosmiore usage up. Like, bruh, please, Cosmiore, I need you. Alright, here we go into the next battle. This one, unfortunately, does not have team preview, and I clicked it before I read it. Always read what you're doing before you click it. I just realized my entire team is, like, Gleaming and Gammas. I love it. I love it. I used to be so, like, you can't use Gleaming's PvP. I've evolved. I've evolved to a point where I don't use anything that's totemized. Nothing on this team is totemized except my Vanillan, which I'm always going to bring Vanilla to whatever I do. It's like 62 melee defense. Why is Vanillan so good? Okay. Definitely gonna be bringing you. Hopefully he has something we can set up on. I'm gonna be bringing you. Gonna bring you. And I'm gonna bring you. Like, I feel like this is my go-to. I just realized every single time we do battle, we always bring a chipmunk. Bro, I own this. I'm so happy. Apparently, there are 2 GSA, Pure Nimble Numeraries, and there's 3 non-Pure Nimble GSA Numeraries. Well, crap. Crap, man. That is not good at all. Oh, God. This is terrible. I have to get Mint in on the field safely. I think Mint can tank too, but a Blaze Chomp I don't think it can tank. I have to sack something against this Hunter. Unless Butterscotch can tank a T-Chomp. Crap, man. I have to trust Mint. Mint, I trust you. Mint, I believe so much in you right now. Mint, I believe in you. I'm gonna do a damage calc real quick. I'm gonna see if I can actually KO the Hunter with this Wobble. I think I'm 24 range attack. Obelisk, 24 Mud Spatter versus a Hunter. It does not KO. I'm gonna... if I click Mud Spatter later, something might be able to kill it, but I think I'm gonna click Mud Spatter, actually. His Blaze hopefully doesn't KO me. Come on, Mint. Mint, I love you so flippin' much. Mint, you have no idea. My love for you, Mint, is so much more than you could imagine. I went for the chance he might miss. I can go Brittany or I can go Butterscotch. It's up to me. I'm gonna go Butterscotch, though. I realistically could have played around the Hunter's energy because I had all its resistances besides Mega Chomp. Thank goodness. Okay, there's one threat dead. Okay, I'm happy about that. Mint is dead, so we don't have anything that can fade out. So if he has a setup sweeper, we are definitely going to die. So... I'm a little scared. Shachi. Okay. That's a very bad swap on his part, actually, because he just clicked Pyro here. I mean, I could very easily go into Brittany and start setting up and sweep. Or I just click Peace of Mind and then Dark Surge, because I can do that too. I'm going to actually Peace of Mind. Now, it's Pyrokinesis. If it is very smart, it's going to deal at least half our health in the range that we are in. So it's going to be very unfortunate if he is very smart. And I think that's very smart. That's most definitely very smart, Shachi. Now, if Shachi ever got an evolution, I'm pretty sure it'd be completely over. Shachi would be the best wall breaker. So powerful. Shachi's already really good, but people just underestimate it. We need more Loomians that don't have an evolution. Like, we have, Shachi and Gobbledemic. I want more like that. And Isagul. I want more like that. Zulong. Okay. We do have Vanillan for this thing, so at least I'm glad about that. I'm just clicking Dark Search, though. He's gonna click T-Strike. Will it crit me? No, it does not. So I can click my Dark Surge. It's not going to KO the Zulong. Definitely not in the range it's in unless I crit, which would be amazing. I crit him, and he didn't die. Okay, this was no team preview, so I actually do not know his entire team. So I am just going to swap. I'm going to swap. Whew. Okay. Mint is dead, but we were able to kill the Hunter with Mint. So I'm very happy with Mint. Mint helped so much in winning this game, if I do indeed win. He's going to have 2 more Loomians after this. Now, if they're both metal types, then, well, crap, Cosmiore. I'm trying so hard to get this thing on the field. I should have swapped it in instead of number 8 earlier. Ugh. It did good in the first battle, at least, you know? Why? I don't have Mint. He just clicks Clay Slap. Crap, man. Mint isn't alive. Crud. Okay. I go Brittany, because I'm immune to Clay Slap. Perfect. Click Clay. Okay. We're good. We can click our Air Whip. And if it's very robust, we'll outspeed it. So that's probably very robust because we did outspeed it. Are we going to flinch it? And there can definitely be an argument. There can definitely be arguments that say Air Blade would have KO'd and Air Whip just flinched because of luck. Yes, I know. I know. Don't worry. I'm aware. Now, please let Cosmo be able to swap it on this thing and kill it. Oh my god. Wait. Don't forfeit. Please. Don't. Please don't. Please don't forfeit. I don't want him to forfeit. Oh. I'm fast. I was driving. That's not ace. That's not ace. That's aggressive. Oh my god. Please. Cosmiore can still is good against like Ursoul and Brawler types. It's just hard counters. It's completely over. Unless he has freaking a punch that can flinch me. So yeah, if you're struggling with Ursoulans, bring a Cosmiore. They work. I'm so glad I was actually able to use it. I'm very happy. I am very happy that that happened. Anyway, guys, that's definitely going to be the end of the video. Hope you did enjoy. I certainly did. If I was to fight like a blow attack, something like that, then I would have been much more happy with what happened. But yeah, that's definitely going to be the very end of this video. Hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.